What's up, everybody? Crazy H here with another Transformers Age of the Primes toy review. This time we're looking at Aerialbot Silverbolt. So let's take a quick look at the box and then we'll get into the figure and all the accessories and the modes that it comes in. It's going to be a lot, but I'm going to try to shorten it up. Wish me luck. So here's a quick thing of the box. Here's the front of it. You got some great artwork. On this side, you got a nice picture of Superion, 3 out of 5. This side, you got the primes to all as one. He is a commander class. It's boxing better days. Amazon just abused the hell out of it when they sent it out. Transformers Silverbolt, and you got the primes right here, all 13 of them. Back of the box, you have the jet mode with the super jet mode, we'll call it. You have images. Let me bring this up a little bit. Where Aerate and Slingshot sit on the Superion mold. Here is Superion himself. Here is Silverbolt in base mode. Here is just regular alt mode and robot mode. And again, it's 44 steps to change them. So here's the, if you can't even read that, that's all banged up. Anyway, that's the box. All right, so when you get him out of the box, he's in alt mode, but I was playing with this guy and fiddling with him, so I left him in robot mode. So here he is in robot mode. Let's give you a spin around to see you got that nice big backpack, like all the Aerialbots do. Pretty much the plane is on his back. Here is his handheld weapon he comes with. I'll zoom it in a little bit. Now he could hold it right here in his hand, or weapon storage back here for it. It clips in either here or on this side, on this slot right here. The peg slot connection for the weapon. Here he is with Air Raid and Slingshot. So here's 3 out of the 5 Aerialbots we got so far. So far they're looking good. And from the Legacy line we have Beast Wars Silverbolt as well. Just to see how they look together. Here he is in alt mode. So he has a Concorde on the top and a robot all boxed up on the bottom. Now he does have a landing gear that comes out of Superion's head, and his hip skirts have little molded in wheels. Now they don't spin, but they do help keep it balanced. So this is him in Concorde mode. And let's see if we can bring them all 3 in together to show them off. Air Raid and Slingshot. Let me get a better view. There's all 3 of them together in their jet modes, and they're looking good in jet mode also. They're looking like a team. And here he is with Beast Wars Silverbolt. 2 apples and oranges, if you could say. Okay, so here is the skeletal framework of Superion, all folded up into a big box. So let me show you the options that you have with this thing before you turn it into Superion. All right, so here he is, what I like to call Cybertronian mode. So you take the base and you pretty much just attach it to the back of this thing. So you got this big, long-looking spaceship, or a juiced-up version of a Concorde jet, but I like to call it Cybertron mode. His handgun will be plugged into here, and Superion's gun is right there as well. As you can see, here's his part, and then this is the base part. So you have this huge ass module for it. It'd be nice to add the Aerialbots, but from what I heard, one of them could fit, but the other one can't. But it would have been nice if they could have had all 4 of them on this. That would have been really cool. But anyway, that's one thing you can do with it. And here is base mode. Let's do a quick spin on it. It's just basically pieces taken apart and put back together. I wouldn't call it a base mode. I'd call it more like a shield wall. And it just came apart. The connections are very, very loose. But you could do this, you could put him behind it. It's more like a shield. I feel like it's more like a shield wall than anything else. And I'm just gonna prop that up there for shits and giggles. But you have that option as well if you wanted to do that. And here we have Slingshot as the body and the skeletal work for Superion. All Aerialbots will fill in here, here, and here. When you get all of them, I'm not going to do all that right now. I'm just going to show off this because this is about Slingshot, not about Superion. Once I get the other two Aerialbots, we'll show what they look like together. Now, he has this, which is fold out for his weapon, and then you could also add Silverbolt, Silverbolt gun to the tip of this to make it that long rifle, and you can just snap that in to his hand right there, and you have that look going on. So this is the framework for Superion, and this is the last thing to show off for him. So we'll just do a quick. I do like this method that they're doing with the skeleton because you have a better articulated combiner, and it's not, things are going to be pretty solid and stay together and not fall apart. My Menasor is pretty nice, pretty solid. I don't have any problems with that except the fact that I'm missing breakdown, but that's another rant entirely. But yeah, and let's just take a quick look at that head sculpt because it's a really cool looking head. It's got the red eyes with the visor. And these antennas do come off. Mine are coming off a little too much, but they do pop off if you want to store them separately. So here is Superion in his skeletal form before being combined with all the other Aerialbots. Nice ratcheted joints and everything. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so that was my look at from Transformers Age of the Primes, Aerialbot, Silverbolt, and with the combiner pieces for Superion. Comes with a lot of moving parts. So you get Silverbolt, robot mode, and then you get the base mode right here, or the skeleton structure for Superion. Now it worked really good for Motormaster because Motormaster had is an 18-wheeler and used a cab as a skeleton. This, they kind of said, what we're going to do, we'll just make an extra piece for the airplane mode and make it a base mode as well. Which they did with Motormaster as well, but I feel like they got away with it better with Motormaster because it worked with his alt mode. This, not so much. It just makes it look like a big, chubby, weird-looking plane. But I call it Cybertronian mode. It's the Cybertronian mode airplane for Silverbolt. That's how I sleep. That's how I'm going to sleep at night with that part. But yeah, this is a really good figure. I'm not against the skeleton structure to make a combiner. Combiners are part formers to begin with anyway. What's the big deal if we have a frame that makes them articulated and looks good? I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all one bit. As long as they get a decent looking Superion, I don't care about that. This part being extra and an eyesore. So that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy your toys. Crazy 8s is out.